we're gonna do something just a little bit different. I'm gonna show y'all how to make your own sun-dried tomatoes. It is so simple. You don't ever need to buy sun-dried tomatoes at the store. Again, what I've got here, you wanna use the little tomatoes. So you wanna use cherry tomatoes. What I used are those, they're called like petite medley, just different colors. Normally, you know, I would use them straight out of my garden, but it is March and I don't have any fresh tomatoes, so I did actually have to buy them. If you grow, plant you a couple of cherry tomato plants and make you some of this up. All right, all we're gonna do, and you can eyeball this. You don't have to use any certain amount of, I mean, I'm just gonna do it, you know, the way I think it looks right. I'm gonna hit them all with some olive oil. And that's all this takes, olive oil and salt, that's it. And I'm gonna do quite a bit. Y'all know me and that bottle. Once I get going, That made somebody mad one time, said I used way too much olive oil, and I thought, well, you aren't eating this, so why are you worried about it? And then you wanna salt them. That salt's gonna pull some of that juice out. Then I'm just gonna mix those up with my hands. And then you're gonna wanna make sure that you have just an even layer, so you don't want, you know, you don't want them bunched up like that because we're basically drying them out. So I'm just gonna make sure they're all kind of just in a single layer. I have my oven set on 215 degrees. And we're gonna leave these in for 4 hours on that low temperature. And then we're gonna pull them out and press them down and get all the juice out of them and pop them in for about another hour. So there you go. We're gonna pop these in, that's all we had to do to them. I'm gonna have to touch that phone and hit that button with these hands, y'all. All right, so these have been in for 4 hours, and here's what, oh, that's hot. Here's what they look like. Now I'm just gonna take some paper towels, and I'm just going to smash them. Ooh, that's hot. And get some of that juice out of them, and then we're gonna put them back in the, see, look, we need that juice out of them. And we're gonna put them back in the oven and bake them for another hour. All right, friends, so a couple hours later, we've got these sun-dried tomatoes finished. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take a clean jar and we're gonna kind of pack them in it. Oops. And then we're gonna fill that jar with olive oil. Now, if you're making a ton of these, you can can them. You would wanna do a water bath for 10 minutes. If you wanna make them shelf stable, keep them in the pantry all year long. That will work. If you do it just like this and you don't water bath it, then you're going to keep them in the refrigerator, and you can keep them in the refrigerator for a good month, and they'll be fine. So I'm kind of just dropping that olive oil in on that. And can you see what they look like? Perfect sun-dried tomatoes. Now, if you wanted, you could even add some herbs to this. You know, spices, some kind of spices to it. I'm just leaving it plain sun-dried tomatoes. Look at that. There you go. Do it at home. Bye now.